Alright, get up a little bit. And Modern Warfare is like one of those games that never go on sale, so except for like on you know, Black Friday or some shit. Fuck man. I think the smartest thing I did for my leg was right up to it. I was like, oh shit, I have to do my laundry. Gotta fold that motherfucker and all this other shit. I don't got time for I was like, I don't got time for that, because yeah, I should have started early. But I think it was more better like taking that hour that I would have done of doing every folding and rolling, which I did when I was when I came back. I just shifted everything the last, I don't know, whatever 4 hours was, to making sure everything was in arm's reach. Anything that needed to be, anything that required extra movement, extra effort, you know, there or whatever, and it's like paying off in dividends or whatever, right? And so I was like, anything else I could just do very casually afterwards, I would do. Now that I'm able to move around, I'm just thankful that I got through the week. And I thought it was going to be 6 weeks of that or 3 weeks of that because I planned for about 3 weeks of being in mobile. Definitely 2 weeks. So I definitely over prepared. I'm good. Definitely. Even with these ice packs, got 3 of these things I could rotate out. It's the last day I could properly ice down my ankle. And then it's a little bit of a race to get back up to 100% and then above 100%. And then at that level, I could just keep going nonstop. And then I could be like I was, bullshitting like, oh, I could operate at zero forever. You know what I mean? It's just like I want to be able to say shit like that and just keep moving. You know what I'm talking about? Making money, making moves. So that's the real. That's the real game. I'm trying to get back to. It's like this is just me against the computer, or me against a few people online, or whatever. So do that. You just discover how society works a little bit. You deconstruct it, and so then you be yourself. You know, you follow certain norms. You know, holding true to certain things. It's just like when you grow up and you say, "I don't give a fuck." No, you give a fuck because the words are coming out your mouth, and you're standing in front of me. Because if you truly didn't give a fuck, you would turn the fuck around and walk away. And I would tell people that, like, think about that. You know what I'm saying? A 17, 18-year-old kid going up to this group of people, oh, I don't give a fuck about you, blah, blah. Like, turn around, walk away, dude. Stand in front of me, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to be like this, that, and the third to me, all my people, you know? think, here we are, we know we're outnumbered and shit, so definitely don't want to fight, but, and I know people on my side that definitely just don't, they're just like, fuck it, but even then they sort of realize they gotta stand there because going back home to their mommies and going back home is not gonna end it. It's gonna fall in there because unlike them, they go back home. But to us, it's constant. We live in a different world when when we live right next door to you. We live a life of privilege and opportunity. And we're all on welfare and shit like that. At the shore and shit sucks. And honestly, we just wanted a better life. And you all wanted respect. There's a difference, That's why a lot of us joined the military. It wasn't about any of the things you thought you were fighting, I guess you wanted to believe that you were running some self-righteous thing, but it's just, you couldn't admit that it was racist. And you gotta come at us like it was like we're the racists. And it takes a lot to purge that, that mentality out. Because as you gain power from doing what's right, morally right, I wouldn't say legally right, you definitely get corrupted, by what creates more power, because you're going against these people that are just filled with so much anger, but they don't know what they're doing, and it's misdirected, and it's haphazard, and it's unfocused, and it's weak. And you're able to, over time, because you've been in it so much, and people have your back, you attack it before it becomes an issue, over and over and over again. And so you expand out from just the high school and seaside, the next high school, and the next high school, and sometimes you can't get into control of one high school or one area because they're totally filled with certain groups of people, and you're like, all right, we'll go around it, and you just keep going and going and going until you realize that you have influence, and you don't even know how deep it goes. It's way out past, deep into the Pine Barrens, down to AC, up until Newark and Jersey City. I mean, it's like wherever you go, you're like, wow. And it's because of people who misdirected of hate thought so lowly of you that they could attack you at will, and they were deemed entitled to win. And you got a bunch of people that did not want any kind of confrontation to begin with, and still didn't, but they realized they have to at least. And the thing is, like, in their mind, they weren't hard, they weren't tough, they were just needed to be there for each other. And to this day, I don't even think they're like hardcore or whatever, which is kind of the funny thing, because we weren't, we just stood up for each other to a degree. We all knew and what level to what level, and we never really pushed that because we took into account each other's health and well-being. And maybe it doesn't seem like that, but we never wanted to see each other, die. And why would we want one of the people that helped us out in life be removed from us and be hurt, And I think that's what happened in a very short period of time. Granted, we relied on a lot of other stuff, too. We don't like you or didn't trust you, you did other things for us. If you couldn't swing your fist for us, then we asked you, what are you willing to do? And we asked that. And you could imagine what that was if it's not to the level of defending us, and that's probably a lot of the other stuff you hear. And so that was a part of it too, you know. But it's whatever you're willing to do, we'll take it. I mean, we didn't really have an option. Well, we had to use everything because we're just a small group of people. Hell, and we just wanted, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyways, this came in. I'll start this over. Oh, okay, I'm back up. I guess the last word I wanted to say was, I guess we wanted normalcy. You look at us, you know, and I guess as you know, we were in and out of jail and all that other stuff, and still, and I could tell you this right now, I don't care what anybody says or any black or Latino says. They want normalcy. You want to be real and hard and all that other shit and like a true gangster and all that stuff. You know, white people. I could guarantee you they want normalcy. They would probably chop. I said it when I was younger. I would chop off my left arm to have what you have. You should be thankful for what you have. I would trade spots with you in a heartbeat. And I wasn't shy about it. I told people, I was like, I could make you real. I could make you hard, but you know what I'm talking about? But why? Why would you give up what you have? You want what I have, I'll give you. I'll give all of whatever you think is respect or whatever it is. Have what you have. I mean, people knew that. These are the reasons why the federal government allowed me to go. Allowed me to go in the Marine Corps. Because I was dead fucking honest. If you had a group of people that are from broken families, no fathers, no mothers, addicts, fucked up parents, abusive parents, and group home and adopted, foster care, and worse, of course they're going to come together. Of course they're going to support each other. Of course they want normalcy. It made sense. Now it doesn't make sense because now it seems like they're coming up with excuses and stuff like that, but it wasn't. They saw it there in real time, in their own eyes, not on social media. They saw the violence. Saw people defending themselves. They saw what they wanted and willing to do, you know, just to, you know, to have normalcy. And a lot of people who are racist, of course, would be like, oh, it's all bullshit. But back then it wasn't as polarized. Granted, there was more racists down the seaside and the Jersey Shore than other parts of Jersey, but there was good people there that understood that, you know, here we are, we're Americans just like everybody else that just want something better. And we were young and we didn't know any better. And we deserved a chance, a second chance at life and to make a decent life for ourselves, you know. That's all. All I'm saying is just that these aren't new things that I'm saying like, oh, well, he's just saying it now. No, I was very vocal about it growing up. I was an extreme nativist, um, always bitching about the white man. I still, to the point, am, but and let me just one thing that I do want to bring up that I was like when I go off on my tangent, I usually means those select group of people, that small little cadre of people, not all white people. And even when I had my white friends around me, they knew that. And I like these motherfuckers because they know it's just like a, you know, very. It's not them, you know. So I don't want to be like it's the whole group of people at all. So I wouldn't be here for the love and the passion of other white people, you know. But anyways, so just want to make sure that's always there, you know, when I go off on my tangents. Anyways, let me start this again, get this game in.